Hey everybody, Pete Gluzak here at the Dean's office. This is the week of May 24th and I am back in the office. Last week I was out on the Delaware River, but there's so much going on at Bash University TV. I'm back in the office this week and boy do we have a lot happening. A lot of great instructional pieces I think that are very, very important that I hope you had an opportunity to check out. If you didn't, I'd like you to go back and look at Mike Iaconelli's on-water swim jig seminar. And I'll be honest, swimming a jig, it's a technique that took a long time to make it into my tackle box. Really didn't have a lot of confidence in it. I would flip and pitch a jig to some great success, throw a spinnerbait and a chatterbait and catch them that way too, but I just felt awkward, couldn't build very much confidence in swimming a jig. And I've learned to get confident in that technique because it's so important in a lot of different scenarios, and Mike breaks it down so that anybody can take it out on the water and get confident with that. Talks about the different trailers to use under different situations, and talks about it being a great post-spawn and summertime tool, which it really, really is. And that's going on in a lot of places around the country right now. So you want to be looking at the swim jig. Go check that out. And then the greatest of all time is back, KVD, talking about his full crankbait system. And man, it's just amazing how simple he breaks down probably the most effective thing in the sport of bass fishing right now, or that has ever been, is Kevin's crankbait system. He's won so much with it and has dominated with it, and he breaks it down from rods to line to the different lures that he uses, why he uses them, how he triggers the strikes. Man, that's the most important thing, I think, and the tools that he uses to do it. It is a comprehensive crankbait system. If you want to learn more about crankbaits, you got to watch it. If you don't have confidence in your cranking system, you got to watch it. If you're a professional angler, you got to watch it. It really is going to be eye-opening for really everybody involved, and I highly recommend that you go back and check out KVD's complete crankbait system, just recently launched. A lot more coming. Later on in the week we have Ike also talking about fishing ledges, which is a post-spawn pattern, and that's happening, like I said, in a lot of places in the country. Those fish get done the spawn on the banks, places like Lake Eufaula, places off the Tennessee River. They come right out. They don't stop anywhere. They come right off those banks. They leave those fry and they go right to the ledges. They start feeding on schools of shad. And Ike has done extremely well with it. He's won tournaments fishing this type of pattern, targeting shell beds, targeting offshore structure. Look at Mike's take on it. That's going to be coming up here real soon at Bash University. And we also had, here in the month of May, we had a Bash University Live, which was a really cool Bash University. We had JVD, the nephew of Kevin Van Dam, Jonathan Van Dam. Many of you know him. He's an excellent angler, a winner on the Elites. Came off a tournament where he was extremely successful catching jerkbait fish in the post-spawn. A lot of us, when it comes to largemouth, when the springtime's over, we put our jerkbaits back in our tackle box and we don't see them again until maybe late in the fall. But here he used them in off-colored water, which is unknown or undone, and he used it in the post-spawn, fishing around lily pad habitat. Both him and Kevin did this. They finished second and third at recent elite tournament on this pattern. So he comes on to Bash U Live, tells us all about it, why it was working, and how he was able to execute on that particular pattern, which has made me take my jerkbaits and put them right back into my boat, because I'm going to use them right through the summer now. And we also had Paul Big Bait Bailey from the West Coast. You West Coasters may know him. I'm sure you do. He's almost famous for fishing these big giant baits on Clear Lake and many others out in California, catching giant bass, throwing giant baits, and he breaks it down for us, his system, from the rigging to the hooks to how you land these fish, how you target them, and the best times of year to do it. answered a lot of my questions. I can tell you, I've been really fascinated, like a lot of people, on how to fish big swim baits. I've attempted to use them in my fishing and find myself going hours and hours without bites, confused about when and where I should be using them. But Paul breaks it down. He answers a lot of questions from Ike and myself about, what are the best weather conditions for fishing these big swim baits. And, is it a morning thing? Is it an afternoon thing? Is it a forward size thing? All the different types of things, from glide baits to the paddle tail baits. Really, really interesting seminar. Invite you to go back and check that out. We had a lot of fun talking to him. I appreciate both Jonathan and Paul being on the show with us. We had a good time and we learned a lot. So go check that out. And upcoming is a seminar that I just filmed on fishing for bedding fish. Now, in my region, now down south, the spawn's concluded in most places. But where I live and up north of here, these fish are just getting to the beds. And where I live, I can't see them very well. A lot of it's tidal, it's stained water, so you can't visually target for bedding fish. So I've come up with a great system on how I catch these fish. Fish that I can't see. And I have right here, I have I talk about the power tools that I'm using to catch these spawning fish. This is a Rapala squarebill, and this is just an amazing tool a lot of times a year, but an excellent tool when it comes for targeting bedding fish that you can't see. Is a weightless presentation. This is a Senko, and these tools, along with all the other tools that I use to catch fish this time of year, we just did an on-water piece with it. We're going to be talking about that next week, so look for that to come as an on-water training piece. And much, much more here at Bass University TV. This is Customer Appreciation Month. We've got a lot of great deals going on. You Rapala VIP guys, it's free shipping on everything from Rapala. If you're not a Rapala VIP member, make sure you go to the site and sign up. If you're not a subscriber to Bass University TV, subscribe. Use the code TRYBU. You get 10 days free. You still get to sign up for the Rapala VIP coach. But we've got a lot more coming. We've got another week left here in the month of May, and we've got some great new discounts coming that we're going to be announcing very soon. So we're going to keep bringing it. I hope you guys keep bringing it. I hope you're out there fishing. We've got a lot of great fishing yet to come and a lot of great new instructional stuff coming for Bass University TV.